YouTube family, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. All my new viewers, thank you everybody for tapping into this video. And make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment, and most important, subscribe to the channel. We want you here for the long haul and want you here for all the videos I got that's car related. So go ahead, do that, hit the notification bell, and get tuned in to the channel. And all my return viewers, I just want to thank you guys for every video like I always do. Thank you for subscribing and all of that and supporting the channel, man. We couldn't do this without you, and you guys have really been making this thing grow and do what it do. So thank you guys. But let's go ahead and get into the topic of today's video. You see the title and you see the thumbnail, man. So this is what we got. I did a video a little while ago, not too long ago, talking about why Dodge owners are sick of Dodge. So this video, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. We're gonna talk about why the car community as a whole are sick of Dodge and MOPAR owners, man. So this is gonna be a pretty good video. I'm gonna touch on everything that I've seen happen as far as either in person, online, because a lot of stuff being talked about online. So let's dive into it. Reason number one why the car community are sick of Dodge owners, and this doesn't apply to all Dodge owners, but it seems that the Dodge owners get the rep for doing this, is ruining car meets. So there are car meets where you just pull up, chill, nice quiet location. Sometimes the location is available. Sometimes it's a sanctioned car meet and people are allowed to be there, and sometimes it's not, and people find a parking spot or a parking lot to post up at and get everybody to come out. I don't know why this car tailgate me out. I don't like that at all. But you have a car meet, it's chill, nothing's supposed to be going on, no revving, none of all that stuff like that. But then you have someone, maybe in a Dodge or something, starts revving the car, and once one person do it, everyone starts doing it, doing burnouts and donuts when the meet's supposed to be chill. And the thing that why people hate that is because if you start drawing attention to where the car meet is happening, and you start getting the cops' attention out there, you start interfering with locations to have the meet, especially if it's like a cars and coffee type meet, or just kind of like a late night meet and things like that. If the cops have to come out and have to do extra work to control the car meet, they're not gonna like that. They don't want that to happen. They will shut it down and say you can't do this anymore. And that right there leave like Dodge with a bad reputation, more so the owners. If the owners are doing that, I have seen where Dodge starts revving the cars and doing burnouts and stuff, leaving meets and things like that, and then the meet gets shut down and then you can't have a meet, and that's one less place to have a car meet. So reason number one, ruin the car meet. Reason number two that Dodge owners, well, not Dodge owners, but the car community hates Dodge owners, is sometimes irresponsible driving. And this kind of goes along with leaving car meets and things like that. We have seen a lot of times where you know, a Dodge owner will do a burnout or something and they will end up wrecking or causing some property damage or things of that nature. And like I said in the first thing, it could cause the car meet to get shut down or not allowed to be welcome back to that particular location. But also just driving in traffic, there's like a kind of a stereotype where Dodge owners are trying to race everybody on the road for driving, ducking in and out of traffic, cut people off and things of that nature. You know, that's not every Dodge owner. There are Dodge owners that do that. Now, I will say personally, I've seen this from a lot of cars, especially Altimas and Maximas. You guys are the king of doing this, but just driving recklessly, going 100 miles an hour for no reason, and doing this, that, and the third. Now, while that is all fun and good, sometimes you have to be mindful of what's going on around you. While some people can do this and not put people's lives in danger, some people shouldn't be doing that. Like, I'm just gonna be honest here. Some people shouldn't be doing that because you end up cutting someone off. And BMWs do it too. I'm glad that BMW went by. You can cause a wreck or wreck someone else, which I've seen happen when Dodge cars are involved. So irresponsible driving is reason number two. Reason number three why the car community are sick of Dodge owners is they feel like too many people have Dodge cars. And that is particularly true. This is a very, very, very popular platform. Can't get over yet. Very popular platform, and a lot of people tend to get the cars because of the horsepower and the looks of the car. People in the car community just hate the look of the cars. Like, well, not to hate the look, but I hear a lot of people saying I'm sick of seeing a whole bunch of Dodges at a car meet, which can happen if there's a Dodge or a MOPAR car club, and pretty much if 10 to 15 of the same car roll into a car meet. Of course, people may say there's too many of them at one car meet, but the same can be said for other type of car clubs like BMW car clubs, Corvette car clubs, Honda car clubs, what else we got? Jeep car clubs and things like that. But the difference between those car clubs and the Dodge ones is the fact that you go to a meet, you end up seeing a lot on, but y'all could, I hope the sun ain't getting in your eyes as bad as getting in mine, but just driving around, you end up seeing a lot of Dodge Chargers and Challengers and things just driving around. So if you see the cars all the time in regular traffic and you go to a car meet and see a whole bunch of them there as well, some people may get turned off by them, and get sick of seeing them at car meets. So that is reason number 3 why people are sick of Dodge. Reason number 4 why people are sick of Dodge and why the car community is sick of Dodge. It is the built versus bought argument. I had trouble saying that. So to me, this is a silly argument, but let's talk about why people are sick, why people always bring this up when it comes to the Dodge cars. So we know, well, not apparently, but we know that the Dodge cars, especially Hellcats and things of that nature, come with a lot of horsepower from the factory. Even the Scat Packs, you got 485 horsepower, which is a good bit of horsepower in a car. But a lot of people that build cars and things like that really turn their nose up when a car comes from the factory with a whole bunch of horsepower already. They feel like the person who has the car hasn't earned the horsepower. I'm not sure why, but they feel like it's more respect for someone to build the car to get the horsepower versus buying a car with the horsepower already there. To me, it doesn't matter to me. Whatever you want to buy, whatever you want to build, go ahead and do it. I mean, there are pros and cons for doing it either way. But if you have a car with a lot of horsepower from the factory, that means you have reliable horsepower versus building a car which may not have reliable horsepower. But apparently, people don't like that. And to add another step to that, let me move over here. To add another layer to that, people also hate the fact that some people finance their cars. I mean, not everyone has $30, $40, $50, $60,000 sitting in the bank just to go buy a car outright. Some people finance their cars and make monthly payments, which is nothing wrong with that at all. But some people feel like that does not make you a car enthusiast because you go out and you can't afford the car to buy it outright. Personally, I finance a car because I want something new. I want something that's going to be reliable. I don't want to have something that's going to break down and require work from me all the time, which can happen if you get a car that's going to be cheaper. If you go out and buy a car cash, $5,000, $10,000, you may have some problems with it and you're going to continuously have to work on the car. But apparently in the car community, and I've seen this argument many times online in a lot of different forums, that is frowned upon. People saying a whole bunch of finance cars and things like that, like what the world? I mean, but the thing about it like this, when you go to a car show or a car meet and you see someone with a Ferrari or Lamborghini or something like that, you think they paid $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $1 million for that car out of pocket? Possibly, but they could be leasing it or they could have bought it. But more than likely, I think a lot of those people with the high-end cars are probably leasing their cars because of the fact that they like to change out their cars a lot. So that is reason number 4. Reason number 5 that the car community hates Dodge cars, and this is another petty reason, but this is why they hate them. They feel like all the cars do the exact same mods, which to a certain extent, yes, but I mean, when it comes to certain cars, certain platforms, there's only but so much you can do to a car. Like, for example, like these are the popular mods for any Dodge, Charger, Challenger. Diffuser, mid-muffler delete, straight pipe, whatever, maybe lowering the springs, maybe some kind of wrap, color changing headlights, things of that nature. A lot of people tend to do those and whatnot. They get mad because people do those mods and don't do like horsepower mods because these are muscle cars. Now, not everyone, like I said, is going to do a horsepower mod to their car. They want to do visual mods and things like that. They're happy with the horsepower that the car gives. Also, you know, wheels and things like that. People hate seeing the same type of things, but the same could be said for a lot of other cars as well. Like if you're looking at a Jeep Wrangler, if you're looking at like the Hondas, BMWs, Mustangs, things of that nature, if you see the car enough, you're going to see the same mods on the same cars over and over again. So once again, very petty reason why people hate Dodge, but it's something that can be said versus a lot of cars. So that is reason number 5. So those are the 5 reasons why the car community hates Dodge, and there are probably more out there. I'm interested to see what other reasons you heard why people hate Dodge owners. I mean, outside the car community. We're not talking about Dodge owners themselves. We're talking about in the car community, people that own other cars. So drop those thoughts and comments below. As always, thank you for tuning in to the video. If you haven't already, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you for the long haul. As always, catch you on the next video. We're out. Cut it.